Hey guys, welcome back to the Lifestyle Hub. Today we're in the kitchen and we're going to be making a delicious vegetable cream soup. So, just quickly introducing the ingredients because they're the most important players in this game. So, starting off, to make the broth, we're going to take some chicken legs, make sure the skin's on there just to get all the fat and juices into the broth, just for that extra taste. We have a whole white chopped onion, 1 can of chickpeas. Here I have 7 cloves of garlic, but you know they range in sizes, so I'd say 5 to 6 medium to large cloves, 1 whole chopped and skinned pumpkin, 10 carrots, medium, grated and chopped, and about 150 grams of butter. So, that's ingredients. Now let's get to making the soup. So first of all, we're just going to get to making the broth for the soup. So we're going to use the chicken legs, and we're just going to put them in a pot. I've filled this pot up about halfway. And I've pre-salted the water, so we're going to throw these chicken legs in there and let them fully cook through, letting everything from the chicken seep out into the water, giving it that nice chicken broth flavor. So here we go, I'm just going to do that. Now we're just going to let that fully cook through. Now, as the chicken is cooking in the water, we can use this as an opportunity to gently saute the onions in the butter. So here I'm heating another pot on a very low heat. We're going to add the butter and the onions in there, and we're just going to cook them on a very low heat until the onion becomes sort of transparent, so you can sort of see through it. But we don't want to brown the onions at all, because we just want to get the flavor of a very nice, sauteed sort of onion. So I'm just going to do that now. So here we're going to put the butter. And the onion. So now as the chicken is cooking through, I'm just going to tend to that and make sure it doesn't overcook. So we're going to mix regularly and gently just to make sure it's perfect. So I'll get to that. So I just quickly like to add that this soup is very good because I find it very versatile. I mean, you don't necessarily have to choose pumpkin and carrot as the 2 main ingredients. You can go for a range of other vegetables. For example, broccoli, there's zucchini, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, even cauliflower. I personally like to pair them off. That way, you get a mixture of various flavors. But you can also take more of one vegetable, or exclusively one vegetable, or mix it however you'd like. So another great combination which I love is Brussels sprouts and broccoli, but it's completely up to your taste on what you prefer. So, now that the chicken is fully cooked all the way through, we're just going to take these out of the water. And remember, you don't need to disregard this chicken. I mean, now that it's fully cooked through, you can peel it off the bone and you can use it, for example, in a salad or in some other recipe, or you can even just, if you like boiled chicken, you can eat that in accompaniment to the soup, for example. So anyways, we're just going to take these out of the water, out of our chicken broth, sorry. Okay, and now we're just literally going to add all the rest of the ingredients into the broth, starting with the onion and butter. Okay, so just getting all of that in there. Next, the garlic. Go for the chickpeas. Next the carrot. Be careful because the water is very hot, so try not to splash all over the place. As I'm splashing all over the place. And finally the pumpkin. Okay. And now this pot has completely filled up. Okay. You see there? Perfect. So now, we're going to put all that back on the boil until everything is fully cooked through. And then we'll take it to the next step from there. So I'll just put this. Careful, it's fairly heavy. I'm going to leave that approximately 30 minutes on quite a high heat just to make sure everything cooks all the way through. Probably going to put a lid on it as well. And then we'll get back to that once we're ready to go. Okay, so now this is fully cooked through. I've let it sit for about 30 minutes just so it's not boiling as we're going to try and mix it. Next, we're just going to mix it, and this is going to give it that creamy consistency. So I'm just going to mix it all the way through just to make sure everything's nicely mixed. Here we go. Okay, so now that that's mixed through all the way, looking really good and creamy, it's time to serve, followed by my favorite part, eating. Woo! So now that we're ready to eat, you can garnish with a bit of creme fraiche. But today I'm just going to garnish with a bit of dill. Oh yeah. A bit of salt pepper just for taste. And voila,